How are you? I'm great, thanks. Okay, so we're here because you are having issues with your contacts, right? And your optometrist cannot seem to get you a brand that seems to work, right? Okay. It says here, what she sent me says that you are having trouble with them moving, especially in your left eye. Okay. So it's moving around and it doesn't seem to want to stay in place, right? Okay. What I'm going to do is do an extensive examination of your eyes in a way that's a little bit different than what the optometrist does. It's not to check your vision, it's more to check the actual surface area of your eye, the makeup of your eye, the way your eye is shaped. So that's going to require a few different kinds of tests that you're not used to. None of them hurt or anything, but this helps us determine, as far as contacts go, the best brand to use, the best one that helps with that based on the shape of your eye. Usually this is related to astigmatism, and I do know that you, according to your optometrist, you do have one in the left eye, which is probably why this is doing it. But with this extensive examination, I can get the exact measurements of your eye so that we know exactly which contact lens would work for your eye, specifically for that astigmatism. Because again, an astigmatism is it's the way your eye is shaped. Unlike a normal curve to your eye, it's more of a cone. So you've got this smooth curve for most eyes, but with astigmatism it's more of a cone. It comes to a point, and that's what causes the contact lens to move around and not stay even on your eye like it should. And so that's what we're working to try to fix. And there are options available as far as contacts go to take care of that. Okay, so the best way though to find it is to measure your eye, and measure both of them actually, because I need to compare one with the other. Actually, the other one may be able to benefit from the measurement. It may actually have somewhat of a cone even though you don't have an astigmatism. But that would help to determine the best brand to use by looking at the makeup of your eye, the shape, the circumference, all of that. And the different ways I'm going to measure it is going to consist of looking at it just very closely myself, because I'm very trained at looking at it with a pen light. Also, I am going to take some photographs with a special camera so that I can pinpoint with it. Looking into the photographs are going to be uploaded onto the system here, and that's going to help as well, because I know it's very frustrating. You know, you're halfway through your day and all of a sudden your contact starts moving around, and no amount of eye drops or cleaning the contact is going to change that. It's because of the shape of your eye. And while an astigmatism in general shapes the eye in the shape of a cone, not everybody's cone is the same shape. So this will help with that by me getting a very precise measurement for it. So if you will, just relax for me. I'm about to do the examination. I'm going to have you do a quick, so you do have your contacts in, right? Okay. I'm going to have you do a quick reading of this chart for me, and then after that I am going to do a extensive examination of your eyes up close. I will be touching your eye. I'm going to be touching the surface area around your eye just in case that has something to do with it, you know, the muscles around your eye. And I'm going to be taking photographs. Okay? Alright. So give me just a second. Let me get it ready. Okay. Okay, so just going to have you read this quickly for me. We don't use this that often because it's not pertinent to what we're doing here, but it does help me determine how significant. Your contact is moving around on your eye. So if you will, take this little plastic shade here for me. I'll need you to cover your left eye first. We're going to check the eye that seems to be working properly with your contact. Okay, read the lowest line you can for me. Okay, good. Alright, now cover your right eye and read the lowest line you can. Okay, alright, so when you're looking at that, continue to keep your right eye covered. Okay, when you're looking at that right now, if you blink, does your lens move at all as you blink? Yes, each time you blink and it moves a little bit. Looks like it starts to get into focus and then it gets out of focus. Okay, all right. That's typical with an eye that has an astigmatism. It's also a problem, but we are going to work to take care of that for you, okay? Alright, so I was just entering a little bit more data there. Okay, so the next part of this examination, that just told me everything I needed. I just needed to do a quick check of that. I'm going to be putting on gloves. And because I'm going to be touching your eye area, and since I'm going to be getting close to your eye, I'm probably going to be whispering quite a bit. I'm actually probably going to be whispering for most of the rest of the session because I don't like talking in a loud tone this close to someone's face. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be examining your eye with a pen light closely. I'm going to be examining it, then I'm going to be touching your eye area, touching the muscles as I said, and also I am going to be taking photographs with a camera. That way we can check to get an exact 3D image of your eye so we can determine the best contacts for you. Okay? Okay, so my glasses on here. I have good eyesight, but it's not good enough for this if I'm looking closely. Okay, so I just need you to be real still for me. The first thing I'm going to do is do a close eye examination of your eye area. I'm going to be looking at your pupils. I'm going to be looking at the outer part of your eye, the whites of your eye. I'm going to be looking at the area around your eye, and then I will be getting some photographs for what I'm needing. So, if you will, just look straight ahead at me, okay? Right. I'm going to start with your right eye. And I'm going to pull your lid down. And I need you to look up for me. The first thing I'm doing is getting a comparison of the right to your left because you don't seem to have a trouble with your right eye with your contacts as you do with your left. So, okay, let's see. Okay. Your The solution on my hands keeps me from irritating your skin as I'm pulling on your eye, because I really don't want to irritate your skin as I'm pulling on it with this latex. Just make a few notes, okay? Okay. Alright. Just look straight ahead at me. Look at the ridge of my glasses here. My pink glasses. Okay, you're doing great. Again, I'm just checking closely. Your right eye. You're doing great. I may need to use a different light if I'm having trouble seeing in your left eye. You're right, it should be fine because I'm just doing a comparison right now, so that's fine. Have you always just had trouble with your left eye with contacts? You have? Okay. Never had trouble with your right eye, really? Okay, well, that's great. Okay. Okay, let me write that down. Now, let me get to your left eye. So I'm going to pull your lid down. I need you to look up for me. Up, 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 up. Good. Good. Alright. Now look down for me. Okay. Alright, look to the left for me. That's great. And to the right. Okay, good. Alright, I'm going to do a quick eye test. I want you to watch my fingers. Alright, I want you to follow them with both your eyes for me. Alright, tell me, just follow them with your eyes, and then tell me, in a minute, I'm going to have you do a peripheral vision test. So, I need you to tell me when they come out of sight. Okay, that's great. Okay, now I'm going to do the peripheral vision test. Stare again at the bridge of my glasses. Okay, stare at the glasses, not at my fingers. Let me know when these come out of sight. Good. 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 Okay, that's great. Okay, I'm going to use one other light to look closely at your eyes. And then, after that, I'm going to take the photographs. Don't worry, we will be able to figure out what is the best contact lens for you. The suggested. This is, of course, just going to be looking at your left eye, the one that you're having issues with, so. Right. You can just look straight ahead for me. Doing great. Again, I'm just looking at your eye. I'm looking at the shape of your what's most important related to the circumference of your eye, because your eye is not necessarily completely round, but that's okay. Mine's not either. I have astigmatism in both eyes, so. Okay, I'm going to pull your lid down. Good. Okay. I'm going to adjust the magnification on this. Right. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think that's actually where it needs to be. Okay. I'm seeing exactly what I'm used to seeing, what I expected to see with your eye. It's a typical case related to astigmatism, but again, since this is an in-depth examination, I'm still going to take a photograph so that we can still pinpoint the exact set of contact lenses that will help you, at least for your left eye. Okay, so give me just 1 minute. Okay, so what I've got here is a small camera, and it's going to take photographs of your eye, and it's going to take 3D images and send it to my computer over here so that we can save them, we can look back at them once you leave and determine exactly the shape of your left eye and determine exactly what is needed as far as your eye goes, as far as what's needed for your contact lenses in the left eye. And again, I'm going to send this to your optometrist. I won't determine anything here. I'm just going to send her the measurements and my findings that I determined just now looking at your eye. And with that, she will be able to determine the best type of contacts for your left eye. And again, it's if your right eye it seems to be doing fine with the contacts that you have, your left eye is she's probably going to give you a prescription for a different type of contact lens, which is fine. It doesn't really matter as long as it's not moving all throughout the day for you, correct? Okay. Alright, so if you will just stare straight ahead at me. I'm going to be taking some photographs with this little pin light. You're going to see the light on and it's going to flash for a second. It's kind of slow, but when it does that, it is sending a photographic image to the laptop here. And again, it's actually taking a 3D image. It goes through your pupil area and then does this. It's kind of goes through the lens and then spreads out this light image that gets a 3D image overall, determining where all the light hits within the eye. So that's very helpful as far as determining the actual shape of your eye and how, when light hits it, how it's getting back to the back of your eye. So you will just be real still for me. We're going to do this. Okay. And again, just stare right here at my hair. Okay, great. Continue to stare at my hair. this camera is it is motion sensitive, so it actually helps, even though my arm's moving all around. Okay, so it's got some good images here. We're going to use that to determine what's the best option as far as the contacts for you based on the imagery of your eye from the inside out. I've looked at the outside, I've made notes of it, and then of course this camera has determined the reflection from the inside to the back of your eye and then back out. So this should be the best option for you as far as determining the best contact lens that can support your eye with the shape that you have. So I'm going to send this to your optometrist, and you should be able to get a good prescription this time, at least for your left eye, so that you don't have the issues that you have, that you've been having. But again, I hope that this is, I know it hasn't been painful, but I hope it hasn't been too much of an issue for you having this type of examination. And I'll send this to your optometrist, and you can just go ahead and leave out the front. You don't have to see the desk at the front, because this will be filed on your insurance as a type of medical procedure more so than an eye exam.